Welcome to Hacks, Skills, and Mods. Today we're going to be showing you how to flush a coolant system on your vehicle at home without any real special tools, mostly hand tools. This is a trick my dad taught me. If you've got a radiator that's stopped up, or it's been a long time since you've serviced your coolant system on your vehicle, it's not a bad idea if you've got a heater core that's stopped up. You want to turn your heat on floor heat high so that you know water, coolant is circulating through your heating core. What we're going to do is we're going to mix up a mild acid. Don't freak out, it's only grain, no crystal. We're not going to mix up a great deal of it. I'll show you how to mix it specifically. You don't want to just stir it up in a jug and pour it in or a bucket, because if one crystal of that does not dissolve in the water and it gets hung in one of the small passages of the radiator or your heater core, it will eat a hole in it. So we're going to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to mix it up in a bucket, and then we're going to pour it through a rag into a secondary container. That will catch anything that doesn't dissolve before it goes into the second container. Then we'll pour it in the cooling system. That way you're safe. Don't want to mix it up terribly strong. Less than half a bottle of crystal Drano is more than enough. Of course, it depends on the size of your cooling system. If we mix up about a gallon, use about a third to a quarter of a bottle of crystal Drano, that should be plenty strong enough. Again, you're going to flush out impurities. If your heater core is stopped up, you're not getting any heat because of it, you're going to flush that out. If your radiator is stopped up, your symptom you'll get with a radiator that's partially clogged is it'll run fine through town, and then when you get on the interstate above about 60 miles an hour or so for more about 15-20 minutes, it'll start to overheat. Of course, the worse it's stopped up, the sooner it will start to overheat at high speeds. And what it is your heater, your radiator cannot flow enough to cool enough water to keep the engine cool, because there's a bunch of different little passages in there, and if all of them are restricted a little bit or some of them are restricted completely, it can't flow enough to cool the capacity that it needs to. So this has helped me out many times over the years. First, we want to drain the cooling system, and we want to flush it clean. Flush it clean with just straight water. That way we get out everything we can to begin with. Then we'll mix up the acid and pour in there. At that point, we're also going to pull the thermostat out so that the water will circulate continuously without being stopped. And once we flush it with the acid, then we're going to flush it a couple or 3 times with straight water. And the reason for that is we want to flush it through every little corner and passage of the cooling system to get all that acid out of it. Once we've flushed it with straight water, we'll drain it again. Then we can put antifreeze water back in. In the Continental 48, in most areas a 50-50 mix will do you. When you get up next to Canada and so forth, some places they recommend a 70-30 mix. I don't buy the half and half. It's not economically sound. If you buy a 100% bottle of antifreeze, at this point in time, it's going to run you between $12 and $14 in most cases. If you buy a 50-50 mix of antifreeze, half of that gallon is just water, and it's only $1 to $2 cheaper. So they're charging you nearly as much for half the product. The other half is just water. So buy the full-strength antifreeze. Now they call it concentrate, but they started that in the last few years. It's a ploy. It's a sales tactic. Buy the 100% antifreeze. Scare up a jug. You can mix it half and half with water. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started. I like to pull the bottom radiator hose off, either at the radiator or at the motive, and drain the system. That way you get drainage from the block and from the radiator. There's a thing on the bottom of most radiators called a pit cock. It doesn't even fully drain the radiator. I've never seen one that worked the way it's supposed to. So I don't even fool with them. Plus they're always hard to get to. They're always in a bad spot. They're a devil to get loose, and they're the devil to tighten back up. don't get it tight, it leaks your coolant out, your engine overheats. I don't even screw it. So I just take a radiator hose off from one end to the other, let the whole thing drain, and start from there. So I am going to pull this bottom radiator hose off. Once I get that off, take the thermostat out. Once I get the thermostat out, we'll fill it back up with water. Also, by taking the thermostat out, you don't have to do what's known as a purge. When you drain your cooling system, inevitably air bubbles will get caught in the top of the motor, and you definitely want to purge those out. Sometimes you can take a heater hose off or a temperature sending unit or something and purge that air out. But because that takes time, and because we're going to be draining and filling this thing 5 or 6 times total before we're done, I don't want to take the time. So I'm going to go ahead and take the thermostat out and be done with it. That way when I fill it up and run it a little bit, it's full. And then I can go to the next step. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the radiator hose off, and I'll be back when I get that done.